there, beautiful souls. I hope everyone's having a lovely day, evening, whenever you see this. Please do let me know if you tend to check YouTube at a certain time for your readings and for other content, you know, so if it's like any other content, is it in the evening, is tarot more or less in the mornings, or does it not matter because basically you just check and then save to watch later whenever is significant. This is also why I'd asked, like, where is everyone from originally, because I was not necessarily picking up on the stats on the platform being correct. And obviously not everyone is a subscriber. Actually, a lot of the views are from non-subscribers. And the views, as we know, are not showing the correct amount anyway. But yeah, so if you have a preferred time for like the tarot readings or any readings, let me know. Or if it doesn't really matter because you save to watch later, that's also great. It does say that there's a high volume, obviously, of us in the UK, and then there's also the other half is in the US. And then I'd like to welcome those of you that are following from certain parts in Asia and anywhere else. I think there's someone from Australia, someone, but a small percentage, not someone, sorry. I think there might be, I'm not sure if I still have Malaysia, so Asia, but do let me know. You can check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This is going to be a general reading. Obviously, it's tapping into a lot of energies, and there will be other readings. I'm working with the spirit animals, so I'll be doing readings on that as well. And I'm trying to catch up with the content along with work and clients that I have, which obviously requires energies. You know from your bonus readings that the bonus readings I try to do more channeling, which does take energy. And you can check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign if you want any of my services. The emails in the description box below. So we're looking at the overall energy, general, and then we're going to tap into love. I'll tell you about the love in a moment. So let's see what Spirit wants to bring through general for your next 7 to 10 days. Don't forget that when I am channeling through tarot at any point in time, I'm channeling from 5D and messages. So it might resonate with you directly, or it might be a future that's not quite landed, but you can start to feel the significance of it. The Knight of Pentacles is the, I think you've had this card a few times, is the person who's been very practical, put a plan in place, and is really trying to go after it. But we need to see what we're talking about here. We're talking about an energy coming towards you, or is it something that I feel like it's yourselves. The cards of heavy again. It's vomiting. Okay, so end of certain chapters. Okay, some of you could have felt these chapters really, I don't know why I'm getting the word incubated you, sort of kept you held within restrictions. I'm going to get the original tarot deck to see if it's a bit lighter, because this is turned heavy. I think it was, I did a reading prior to this and it started getting heavy. So sometimes it means it doesn't want to do the reading from, this is how I feel when it does that. So we're changing the tarot. Okay, much better. Let's go. Okay, first one out was the Seven of Swords. And then we had the Three of Cups, we had the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands. I'm going to move these across a little bit. And the Hanged Man. You know, I thought love would come through. There's been significant changes around your work, okay? And this could be where you've been working on a passive income, or maybe trying to just plod along with your current job, but you're thinking and starting other things. That has been a chapter. What is also hidden is where I think if you work under a manager or a boss, they see your worth being more than what you've been paid or being paid. I also feel what you're working on is not something that you've told everyone out in the open, okay? And that is something where you are actually your own boss, or you're a freelancer, or you're an entrepreneur. And it's going to be giving you, if it's not already, a great income or balance in some sort of way. The energy you put out is the energy you're getting in. But it's something you've not informed a lot of people of. Deep within your emotions is your relationships and what you see as your 10 of Cups. And that success, that thing that speaks to your heart, is arriving in the form of a 10 of Cups. Let's get some more cards. I feel like some of you may be reuniting with you could have someone who's significant, and I don't know why I'm getting a mother figure, right? It could be your parents, but if they're not around, it's someone who could be older than you. And I feel either you or them want to give a little apology on something. There could have been a difficult decision or a priority in terms of management of your work-life balance, or your priorities, or something around the decision. And maybe what was needed was a decision to focus on your home life, and maybe that was not done from you or your partner. And with your home life, that also means your own health, okay? And where this is very specific, so where this has occurred, the person, if it's you or them, is going to come in with a gentle apology. This could be obviously to your spouse or whatever, but there's also a need here to not get fixated on results, where you lose the joy in the process of creating, the process of your daily life. Don't be obsessed with fragility, and don't sacrifice yourself or your creative or emotional life on the altar of practicality. And if you're not on that side, then you need to take pride in your practicality, where you have put this in place and you are continuing to invest in this. It's your creative side that's taking a spark. And I feel like some of you, if this has not happened, it is going to happen. It's where you've taken a step back from stuff and you've had a slight epiphany on certain aspects. Again, I think it's around your career, money and finance. I'm trying to focus on that. You know, you feel more in sync with yourself. The calm in the waiting. And then that sun card comes out. there's a healthy stability here. And there's a healthy creation of environment that allows you to work effectively. And you're coming to an epiphany that you needed to abide by certain rules in life, and maybe it's kind of like doesn't sit well with me emotionally, but you're coming to that understanding that somehow in certain aspects in your life you need to do that to really be recognized and get back the pay or what your worth is. And you are doing that with the Sun and the Ten of Cups. You've needed to look at things from a perspective of, I want to do something on my own as well, or some creativity or a second income. And you've really looked at it as trying to balance out things in your life along with what you probably need to do. There is also, I feel, reunions here, but I feel there's something about your relationships. And I think in sort of the last couple of months, there might have been a marriage that could have been significant, or an anniversary, or there may be one celebration at a moment with a new family members. People may be coming together in wonderful experiences that have waited. For some of you, I want to get into the love, so I'm not going into that at the moment. But you've learned how to walk away from things, and through that patience and learning of bringing balance, peace and harmony to yourself and your environment, you've actually grown in your confidence and your worth towards people, towards your own life plan, and towards your work environment. And where in the past maybe you felt things abandoned you, you are now ready to abandon what has not been working for you in your career, money and finance. And this could be across your life as a whole as well. A Sagittarius could have been significant during certain chapters or in your upcoming chapter. But moving forward confidently, opening your heart to the enormous growth that lies ahead, and also finding yourself in the spotlight where people appreciate you and want more time from you. And it's just like amazing energies of like-minded people that might be interested in, when you're ready to discuss what you're working on, you find that these people, it brings in more creative spark. It brings in the right like-minded people, the people that you feel more at harmony with. And that also then brings a gift from the universe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go into the love portion. With the love portion, what I do want to say, I try to touch base on singles, in a relationship, in a situationship. And sometimes it might tap into past energies of what you've been feeling, holding on to the past. Sometimes it might suddenly just focus on a situationship that someone's in and the message needs to be for them. Let's put that Ten of Cups there. What a beautiful card. So I try to make it for all, but if one energy is more significant, then that's what's going to happen. Pisces, also, you do have that bonus reading, and I felt like there was a need to, where you can is probably look upon your relationships or your significant other, people wanting more time from you. I am getting something for singles, so let's just see anyway. I'm going to see. Seven of Cups. Some of you have got choices of people coming in, okay? And for singles, that's what I was really getting. There's probably a new life beginning with a special partner who is going to be making you feel loved and respected. This could be an earth grounded energy. Again, I'm getting Sagittarius energy, okay? Somewhere we're in the top placements. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like you're going to be, you know, finding what you like and what you don't like in relationships. So when there's multiple choices that you might have coming towards you, and these could be young, it could be someone who's younger, it could be someone who has children as well. When they do move towards you, and there is someone passionate coming in for you, okay, if you're single. And if you're not single, there is definitely a reigniting the passion between you. Now, if you've been in a relationship where it's caused trouble and there's end of chapters, that could be something that you try to let go of. You know, taking care of yourself and maybe dressing to impress could be significant during this time. And you could be gaining clarity on situations that have been a bit confusing throughout the past year as well. Like I said, open your heart. I said open your heart to enormous growth. And I think open your heart to a love and new situations. And if you're in a partnership, giving that, just checking in with yourself. Are you giving the person time? Queen of Pentacles. The person who tries to have it all together and does have it all together. So if this is your partner who tends to tend to the home, has it all together, are you showing appreciation? Now, there is something that is sort of, you know, I think there's hidden feelings here that have not been expressed and may be suppressed. There might be some hidden truths that need to be spoken as well. And like I said, it's about recognizing each other's worth. And where there's been something that you've been in for quite some time and it's just not going right, can you have that open communication dialogue to know if it is something that's, and I've just seen the Lovers card, if it is something that there could be a movement forward and a balance between you both to really focus on the long-term stability in the life partnership that maybe was your vision, but then got kilted by something here. So it's less about being in your head and more about being in your, being sort of grounded, practical, being fair towards each other and wearing the heart on the sleeve kind of energy needed. Now with the Seven of Swords, there is something that might have come to an end or a chapter, and it might be something that needs to be discussed and inner strength may be needed around it. That is just where, you know, maybe you felt something or someone's felt something. And you know, it could just be that you're not emotionally invested in me like you was before. Or we're having certain, you know, we're trying to move forward. I have a vision for the long term with you. I see your worth, but I'm not really sure you're looking at this on the long term and you're just plodding forward. I don't know what your investment is in this. Like, there's multiple energies coming through here. So what my advice would be is just to, where you need to give a little bit more, give a little bit more if you recognize that. Where you need to take some time out for that epiphany, that penny to drop, take some time out. I think I mentioned this within one of your readings. because you could be, or they could be holding themselves sort of victim helplessness, and that needs cutting off by a discussion, because I think you're going to get that reignition of love again. And if you're single, love is coming in. There's a reunion if you've been away from each other, or just not been on the great terms. But it is really looking about the long term, making sure you're both aligned, making sure maybe it's around discussion of finances. Maybe if the person has kids and they're not your children, have a discussion around that. I think if you're single, it could be someone you're attracting that's a bit younger than you, or you're a bit younger than them, or whatever, or older, or whatever. So that's what I have for love general. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.